All right, welcome to eighth grade. Looking forward to a pretty exciting year. Hopefully, you are too. It's going to be busy at some times. It's going to be difficult at some times, but you're going to have some fun. Mostly for you students. Parents, you're in for a ride. Good luck. If you have older students, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's going to be interesting. But we're going to do the best we can to keep your students on track. And I got to figure out how to stop this automatic slideshow. Anyway, how to contact me. Easiest way is to send an email, kvote@sanjuan.edu. Check it in the morning, a couple times throughout the day, during lunch, and before I go home. And I can usually respond almost right away, sometimes right away. You can also follow me at SuperVoteMan on Insta. Students, I really want you to do that if you have an account, because I'll be giving you some important reminders throughout the year, not just homework. There'll be dances and other important things for you, auctions, whatnot, when field trip forms are due. So if you've got one, follow me. Parents, up to you if you have one. If you want to call me, you can call the school 971-5216. The extension is 1063. But the way I find out that I have a voicemail message is they send me an email. So then I have to go away from the computer, find the phone, find my login information. It's not as quick for me. But if that's the way you'd prefer to contact me, I will respond, but it may not be the same day. All right? Onward now. A little bit about me. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Been living in Auburn for the last 11 years, Roseville before that, Rockland, Rancho Cordova, but originally I'm a Bay Area boy. Born in Oakland, raised in Castro Valley until 22, went to Cal State Hayward, but I became a Valley boy in 1990, and then, anyway, 11 years ago we've been hillbillies, foothills people. Great little town. My wife, Maria, is to my left in the picture. Did I say that? I have to figure out how to stop that auto, but anyway, we're recording now, it's too late. To her right is my son Lucas, he's 12, going into 7th grade at E.V. Kane School up in Auburn. His younger sister Esperanza is 10, she's going into 6th grade at E.V. Kane. And then we have twins, Marisol and Abraham, they're 5, and they're starting kindergarten this year at Auburn Elementary. I'm a big sports fanatic, I like to play as much as I can. I like to watch some of the bigger sports, including the World Cup this summer. Some pretty great games for Germany. Anyway, but I'm also a coach for my daughter's team and hopefully for my son Abraham's team in the next couple of years. Probably my favorite sport to watch and play is hockey. I like football a lot though too, and I like the A's. Made some pretty interesting trades recently. We'll see how those go. And I'm always a big fan of stories, whether they're in movie or book form especially. And Star Wars is definitely one of my favorites, but I like a lot of fantasy books and I like history books too. Really interesting things happen in history, sometimes stranger than the truth. Stranger than the truth, stranger than fiction. All right, next slide. How to survive 8th grade. You need to go to my website. If you're a student, for sure, parent, lots of links on there. If you need help finding it, let me know. sanjuan.edu, the schools are up at the top. You can find my name and staff. There's going to be a lot of updated information throughout the year. I do update it frequently. There's going to be links for assignments that you can also find on Schoology, which is down here. While we're talking about that, flipped classroom. That's how I teach things. I make lessons myself most of the time. Students are designed to watch them at home. If you don't have access to the internet at home or if something's not working for a while, see me. You need to come in and borrow something before or after school or perhaps even during, so that you can not get falling behind on your lessons. I'll present a lot of the information that way. And one of the things I like about it is you will see the information, learn about it, like the one paragraph summary that I'm going to teach you in the beginning. And then later on in the year, when you have to write one for an essay, if you forgot what it was, you can go back and watch the video again. So I think it's pretty strong. I also have a YouTube channel where all those are uploaded, and that's how I embed them in my Schoology assignments. And a lot of my students have found them that way. But you really want to go to Schoology to watch them first because there's written instructions on there. All the links are there. There's PDFs for a lot of assignments. That's the easiest way to find all the information you need. Zangle, Q, whatever they're calling it these days, is again how we're going to be keeping track of your score, so you'll want to be able to go to that as much as you can. Class Dojo, I'm going to do a whole separate presentation video on that, but that's basically my behavior management system, and students can earn and lose points throughout the day. They can take those points and buy things with them, auctions, school supplies, sometimes food. There'll be some interesting things to spend your Class Dojo points on, so don't squander them. And don't forget you have to do community service. In 8th grade, it is 6 hours per trimester, 18 for the year. If you go above, good for you, but no extra credit. But you need to do at least 6 every trimester. It's broken down. The assignment is also on Schoology explaining it. There's a form for you to fill out. There's a PDF on the website everywhere. So it shouldn't be too hard. Just get out there and do something. That's also going to be explained in another assignment. I am sending home a movie permission slip because if it's PG-13 or higher, no, I can't show anything higher than PG-13. If it's PG-13, then I need to have parents' permission for you to watch it. And I encourage you parents, if you're not sure about it, watch the film yourself or read about it. See what you think, or ask me some questions if you're wondering. But for the most part, it's usually just for language. Supplies, attendance, and effort is extremely important. If you're not here during the day, you're not going to learn. If you don't come prepared, you don't have your pencil, you don't have your paper, it's going to cost you dojo points, I'll tell you that, because you're not ready to go. You need to have those things. You can't go to a baseball game and be a shortstop without a glove. It'd be very hard to catch some of those line drives, right? So consider those pencils and papers your glove, if that's how you want to use the metaphor. Effort is also important. You're not going to hit a home run if you don't swing the bat hard, right? Yeah. So in here, you've got to do some hard work in order to get those good grades. Long-term assignments, they will kill you if you don't do them. You'll be losing dojo points, and there'll be punishments for them besides. But don't procrastinate on those, and we'll talk about those as they come up. They're already on my website right now, most of them, when they're due for the whole year. There is a U.S. History Atlas that we do. You'll be making those at home, watching videos to create them. And there's 15 or 16, I think, this year. And you need to save them throughout the year. Every trimester, I'll grade all the ones that you have. They're also individual assignment grades, as they're due. So by the end of the year, you'll have a big collection that needs to be turned in. And every year, I've got students who lose them, and they scramble. Where's the map? Where'd they go? There are PDFs on my website where you can do them, but you have to do them all over again. Save yourself the effort. Part of the reason I do the atlas is to see if you've got the capabilities to organize yourself. All right? And that's pretty much it. I know that was a lot of information. It was very fast. I'm trying not to make this too long. If you do have questions, please contact me on the email. And I'll answer them as soon as I can. And if you want to get to my website, I don't think that code works anymore, so I might have to change that one. But if it does, great. If it doesn't, just go on to sanjuan.edu and find me. All right, looking forward to a very good year. Students, do your best. Don't start slacking off now. You want to get to high school next year. It's one of the biggest things I have to do is get you ready. And parents, just be prepared to watch them maybe. If you haven't done so before, make sure they're doing their homework, checking in things. And we should be good to go. I guess this is telling me it's time. All right.